Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Rubina Shazil from UMT Alumni Office. Today I am interviewing Mr. Muhammad Usman, who is a UMT alumnus and Managing Director, Cakes and Bakes. I must say, from tiny startups to multi-million turnovers, the entrepreneurial spirit runs throughout alumni community. Mr. Muhammad Usman today will share his entrepreneurial journey in this interview session. Usman Saab, welcome in this interview session.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak my mind with you.
We would like to hear about the brief history of Cakes and Bakes.
Well, actually, it was started in 1995 by my father, and it still is brainchild. And I joined this business in 2005 after finishing my MBA from England, University of John Moores, Liverpool. Before that, I did my master's from UMT. And since then, I am in the business and working with my father to grow this.
Right. So as a managing director, what is your major role and responsibilities?
Well, since 2005, I am basically trying to run the show and managing this whole business. Since then, we've been quite focused on management hierarchies. We have developed the management structure in the company, implemented the ERPs, and just try to develop the whole team, whole infrastructure who can hold the business pressures and hold the business portfolio. And my core responsibility is to manage the whole team and look for the business growth, new opportunities, what's the new export sector. That's what the whole show I'm going to talk.
So what are the major challenges you faced during operating or opening this chain? I mean, this famous chain.
Actually, when I started, it was a small business and we were operating with more of a franchise outlets rather than company operated outlets. At that time, when I joined, we were operating with around 7 to 8 company operated outlets, and there was a bunch of franchise network operating in the Lahore or even outside Lahore. Like we were covering around 200 kilometer radius with the franchise network. At that time, we were operating in Sargodha Belt and in North Zone, even in southern side, Sahiwal and all that. Since I joined, we changed the strategy and we focused on the company operated outlets. And today in 2022, we are operating with 68 company operated outlets and hardly 4 franchise outlets across the region. That's it. So our main focus has been remained on the company operations to maintain the quality, to focus on the customer satisfaction, to serve the customer in a better way. The challenge with the franchise operation was the customer satisfaction was not there, quality issues were there as well. So it was hurting the brand. So we have focused to build the brand, and that's what the main focus is even today. And we focus on the quality products. So that's been the journey for the last, you can say, 15 years now.
So according to you, what are your best selling products at Cakes and Bakes, and how you maintain the quality standards?
The thing is, as our name says, Cakes and Bakes. So we focus on cakes, and that's the journey from the day one. Like we've been focusing on fresh blend cakes and the cakes range. Till today, we are serving the widest range of cakes in Lahore, I can say. So main focus and the main core product is cakes. But in last 10 years, we have diversified our range from bakery to the allied products as well. Right now, if you talk about Cakes and Bakes, we are not only bakery, we are a food company kind of a stuff who is processing the ketchups, who is processing the jams. We have the dairy setup as well. So we are processing around 20,000 liter of milk per day. So we are processing butter. So right now we are diversifying our range, and as we have an advantage of company operated retail outlets, so sky is the limit for us. So we are just expanding the business into new ventures. That's what we're trying to do. But the main focus for the bakery, if you say, definitely it's cakes. And snacks is one of our strength as well, because we don't bake snacks in the factories. We bake snacks at the shops. Every shop is its own baking unit, and that's the innovation we introduced in market 12 years ago. And since then, we are leading that. Every shop of cakes and bakes has its own baking unit, and they bake their own products. So they serve customer like food, like fresh from the oven. That's the objective, is to serve the customer the maximum freshness we can serve.
Great. So as a managing director, how effectively you manage your staff and how you incentivize them?
Well, thing is, I'm not the only one who's running this business now. It's a whole hierarchy. Like I am the managing director. Under me, there are certain GMs. Like HR department is there. There's the GM HR, the GM production is there, then GM procurement is there. Below that, there's a hierarchy of managers. So it's a whole business hierarchy who runs the business. It's not only me. I must say it's the team who's running the show now. And well, we are as an owner and managing director, definitely we are overlooking and having the giving them the directions and what to do next and what should be our next venture. But if you talk about the operations, the retail operation is run by the whole sales team, and they are the professional gentlemen who are running the show. Same goes with the marketing and HR. It's all, alhamdulillah, it's all been settled by the good team members.
So any plan to go into catering business like your other competitors?
Already in since last 3 years, we have launched a catering company, and yes, already working on that, and there is potential in that business as well. Yes, we are on it. It's a new business actually. We just started 3 months ago with the name of Maven Catering and Company, Maven Catering. So it's offshoot of cakes and bakes, but yes, we are doing that. Well, we are not like managing on quite a large scale as the competitors are doing, but we are basically food experts, so we are focusing on the food quality, and we are serving the if someone wants to have an open air function, and if they want to book a some kind of a farmhouse or something like that, so we arrange the function over there. We don't have the marquees right now, but yes, a catering company is there.
Well, you're absolutely right. And I must say cakes and bakes quality is excellent, up to the mark. So currently you are working in Lahore. You're targeting Lahore market or Punjab market, if I'm not wrong. So any plan to extend this business countrywide?
Actually, we are not focused, like right now, you can say, we have a major chunk of businesses in Lahore. You're right. Like we are operating with 50 plus outlets in Lahore. But if you talk about the Punjab, we are covering around 250 kilometer radius. Like we are if you talk about the north side, we are in Mirpur even, Gujranwala, Sialkot, sorry, not Sialkot, Gujranwala, Jhelum, Khariyan, Mirpur, we are there. If you talk about the south, we are in Sahiwal, we are in Kasur. Now we are planning to open an outlet in Islamabad, and hopefully in next 3 months there will be one outlet. The place is already acquired. Renovation is going on, so hopefully in next 3 months the shop in Islamabad will be there. And or in near future we are focusing on the other cities of Punjab. If you talk about the nationwide, yes, we are not in Karachi right now, but we have a setup in Dubai. We have 2 outlets in Dubai with the name of Cake Walk. There's an issue of trademark over there. We are facing legal issues in cakes and bakes trademark, and we are fighting that case in course. Hopefully that will be sorted out soon. But if you talk about outside Pakistan, we have an operation in Dubai. Currently operating with 2 outlets over there. So, yes, we are international.
All right. We have witnessed great digital transformation in the industry. So according to you, how digital transformation added value in your business?
So the thing is, I am a MSc Computer Sciences from UMT. I've done my BCS from UMT, then I've done my MSc from in Computer Sciences. That was my passion, and like business was there, so that's a family business. Ultimately, you have to join the family business, and that was the objective was. So I've done my MBA from England and came back. Since I came back, my first thing, my first priority was to digitalize it, to implement the system. There was no system at that time, so we developed one in-house ERP at that time. We run that ERP in around 5 to 10 years. Then we shifted to Microsoft Dynamics. Since then, we are on Microsoft Dynamics ERP, and the whole company has been working on that. So the product is there, and we have tried to digitalize the company as maximum as we can do. But you know, the limitations are there. We have certain limitations of like staff. You need to train your own staff, and you need to train them well. Otherwise, you know, they can be like switch to the other sectors as well. For the in IT, since last 3 to 4 years, there's a boom in the digital transformation as the social media is booming, and especially after the COVID, things have changed quite rapidly, and people have invested a lot on online products. So yes, the challenge is there, and we are trying to innovate on our maximum level. But if you talk about the main systems, yes, the systems are in place, ERPs are in place, websites, social media, things are moving forward. But you know, the sky's the limit in the technology, and you can't say I've done enough. So things are moving,
True.
and things are moving in a positive direction.
True. So how you keep your customer loyalty? I mean, you know, customers are changing their mood. They quickly switch to one brand to another. So how you keep their customer loyalty?
Customer loyalty depends on the product. If the customer will like my product, then definitely he'll return or she'll return. Otherwise, they have plenty of options. Nowadays, customer need service and the loyalty, and accessibility, definitely that matters a lot. So we have tried to strengthen our portal for the online deliveries and all that. Call center is there as well for the customer satisfaction and the customer surveys, and they take the customer feedback after they purchase. Now we are working on the application to integrate the customer loyalty program with our POS machine. So once the customer will walk in, or staff will already know, like, this is the customer and this is the customer ID and all that. We are trying to do that as the customer walks in. We should realize what's the name of the customer and what was his last purchase trend. So it's a long process and ongoing process. But yes, we are concerned about the customer loyalty, and we do focus on that. Whenever there's a comment from customer, or we get any complaint, then definitely we approach the customer and we try to satisfy them. That's what we can do. But the thing is, it's not just me who can hold the customer loyalty. It's about the product. I need to give my best to the customer. So that's what we're trying to do. And so far, so good. Things are moving quite positive.
All right. Okay, Usman, sir, just share what best thing you learned from UMT, ILM or UMT.
Well, I had a very good time. At that time, that was ILM. Like we had a degree from Hamdard University, and the campus was on, Barkat Market. That was a campus, and we stayed there around 4 years, and that was a time of, today when we sit together as a friends, like we talk about those days, and we still laugh. For the wonderful time we had over there. Yes, we had a good learning. Like today, I think what I have achieved till today, ILM or the UMT is one of the one of my, you can say, they have developed the ability. They have given me the strength. They have given me the confidence, and Yes, a learning. It was a learning institute. Yes, we have learned a lot. Alhamdulillah.
Great. So what would you say are the top skills needed to be a successful entrepreneur?
Well, there's not a single thing which you can say that will make you a top entrepreneur. Like it's a whole set of skills. Like you must be to be an entrepreneur. You must be um, like you can say you must be a jack of all trades. You if you're not the expert of one line, like let's suppose I am technology expert, fine, but I have done my MBA as well to learn the other sectors like finance, management, marketing, and operation research and all that. So I've studied those courses as well. Even in UMT we have studied these courses. uh, to be a like a businessman, you need to understand how you can gel the people with you. People must be comfortable working with you. So to make a good company, you need people, you need team around you. Usually you can't do much. So uh, you must be capable of gelling the people with you. That's the main thing. If the people get gel up with you, if they get comfortable with you, then definitely you can build a good team. And team building is definitely a challenge. And change, if you talk about the change, like a management change and to change the management structures and to realize the people, like if you need to change some systems or all that, they must be capable and they must accept those change. So it's a whole mind. Sometimes it's a mindset shift, but that depends on you, your team, how they handle that situation. Let's suppose when we implemented the ERP, that was 180-degree shift. Like since the team was working on manual system, and if you ask them to work on the computers, then initially they try to retaliate. Like why should we do that? And it's hard for us. We can't do it. Sense of job insecurity as well they feel. But all you need to do is to give them the confidence, train them on that, and they must realize like it's good for us. Once the employee realize it's good for him or it's beneficial for the company, then definitely will do that. But it depends on the top management uh, how they react on the situations and the challenges in the face during the business. Like there are a lot of challenges we've been facing, but if your team is with you, if they are gelled up well with you, then definitely you can cross over all that.
Right. So what is your key advice for upcoming graduates?
What I think, like a graduate is so raw. He even don't know what he's supposed to do in future, and he even don't have a clear idea what's the requirement of industry for him. Like when we've been graduated, like today I am running this business, and but I didn't even thought about it that one day Cakes and Bakes will be such a success. Uh, a graduate is raw. He's a virgin kind of thing. He even don't have a clear idea what to do. It's our responsibility. It's a responsibility of institute. It's a responsibility of industry to guide them. And I guess this connection is missing, like industry and university connection, like the collaboration to guide the student. Uh, I guess there's a missing link between academia and industry, where they can collaborate together to make realize the student like what are the demands of industry, what should they do, and it's not just a degree they're getting. Like if someone is getting the MS degree or BS degree. Uh, he should not limit himself to that like content. If he's the masters of computer science, he can do a lot of other things as well. Computer science doesn't mean you must stick to the software house or something like that, or a social media kind of a company. Sky is the limit, and technology and all the education which you get from the university level, that's a higher level education, and that will definitely going to help you in all aspects of life. So I guess students must not restrict themselves to one line. Like if I'm studying BBA, it doesn't mean I have to do a set of business or whatever. I have to be a marketing manager or a brand manager somewhere. I can do anything. So it's all about the realization, and I guess it's a role of university to build this bridge with the industry. Even it depends, it comes on the industrial part as well. Like we must
Exactly.
give some time to the academia to arrange a session to the students, so they can speak their mind, they can ask the question. So these are the things which I think which is missing. Otherwise, what I can advise to the student, I think like they must be open-minded, and they must not feel any kind of limit at this stage of life. Like once you're finishing your degree, you must explore all different options. So you should not limitize yourself to one field or to one aspect in the professional life. There are hell of opportunities in Pakistan. It's still an emerging market, and we have lots and lots of opportunity over here. Still, new companies are evolving, and as we say, it's not regularized as the Western world is. So it's an opportunity for the new entrants. They can do better. Otherwise, if they go to the Western world, it's not so easy to initiate a startup, because the regulations are quite tough, and they need a bulk of capital to start a venture. In Pakistan, you can start a venture from your garage. We are still that much of accommodating. So it's a good opportunity to be in Pakistan, and I guess we are still blessed country. So stick to this country and try to invest in here. So hopefully there's a huge potential here.
Well, you shared very good thoughts, I must say. So what about the job opportunities in your organization for UMT graduates? Any plan to hire UMT graduates?
But we already doing that. I guess HR
Okay.
team is already in contact with the UMT. I hope you know Mr. Salman Said before joining Cakes and Bakes. He was in UMT. He's my
All right.
GMHR. Yeah, he's my GMHR, and after quitting UMT, he joined Cakes and Bakes. It's almost more than 10 years now. He's with us, and he's been running the shop. HR department, and I guess they are quite in contact with your recruitment and the department who manage that. I guess they are. I've heard a couple of times like they're going for a recruitment drive. Even they've gone to UMT as well. Yes.
Great. Thank you so much, Usman Sab, for joining this session. Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.